In this lesson, we're going to cover gender affirmation, and part of that affirmation process, there are 4 components, and we're going to look at them right now. The first one is social affirmation, and then legal affirmation, medical affirmation, and surgical affirmation. So in these next slides, we're going to explain and define what each one of those sections means. Transitioning towards gender affirmation. When working with transgender and non-binary clients, it is not uncommon that you get or could get questions about social, legal, medical affirmations, or surgical affirmation. It is important that you know the basics about each so that you can help connect clients and their families to the appropriate resources. In this lesson, we will cover the 4 levels of gender affirmation. Let's take a look at the gender affirmations. The first one is social affirmation. Social affirmation includes such action as an affirming male or female name and gender-affirming pronouns. Hairstyle and clothing styles change as part of the social affirmation. Coming out can be gender-affirming, and the use of gender-affirming restrooms or changing rooms. This is usually the only type of transition children go through prior to the early onset of puberty. So just a social affirming, an individual could change their clothes, male or female, or present, with makeup, hairstyles, movements, walks, of the gender that they identify with. It's just that's social affirmation, and that can change from day to day, from hour to hour, from morning till night. So it depends on the individual of how they present at any given moment as male or female. That's social affirmation. The next one is legal affirmation. That sounds like just that. Legal affirmation is just that, legal, and may involve going through the courts and may require a lawyer. Legal affirmation includes name changes, applying for a new Social Security card and a new birth certificate or a new driver's license. These types of transitions can occur at any time during the transition process. It could take place as soon as the minor child comes out and with the support of the family. However, any family or caregivers opt to wait due to the high costs and red tape associated with getting names changed and legal barriers to accessing care or lifetime milestones. So with the legal affirmation, that's could require a lawyer, but an adult can change their name. It's a legal process. You fill out the forms and get your legal name changed, and then you change your gender on your driver's license and put your legal name, new legal name and gender on a driver's license. This is a process, a paperwork process. It has costs to it, but it's something that an adolescent can go through with the support of the family, or an adult can do on their own and make those legal changes. Okay, so social affirmation and legal affirmation. And let's have a look at the next one. Medical affirmation. Medical affirmation is a supportive form of healthcare. It can consist of an array of services such as hormone blockers, hormone replacement therapy, mental health counseling, and other non-medical services. Each of these typically occurs at different cognitive and biological milestones. For example, a child approaching puberty might start hormone blockers to prevent them from going through puberty that is in contrast with their gender identity. Depending on the endocrinologist's testing, They may start taking hormones of the gender they identify with around the age that they would have typically gone through puberty. So, endocrinologists. I included some additional information about what is an endocrinologist, only because I wasn't really sure about what it was. And as part of the research, I found out some more information, and I'm including it here just in case anybody else doesn't know what an endocrinologist does. So, what is an endocrinologist? An endocrinologist is a healthcare provider who specializes in the field of medicine that studies conditions related to hormones. An endocrinologist can diagnose endocrine conditions, develop treatment and management plans for them, and prescribe medicine. So with hormone blockers or hormone replacement therapy, like we said, with gender at birth, it has to do with XY chromosomes, XX chromosomes, and hormones and genetics. So it's people. This process it evolves. It's not a something it's not a choice. I mean, as far as gender identity goes, there's a medical component to that, and there's treatment for that through an endocrinologist. Okay. Medical affirmation. Medical affirmation is a supportive form of healthcare. Research demonstrates that gender-affirming care improves the mental health and overall well-being of gender-diverse children and adolescents. For transgender and non-binary children and adolescents, early gender-affirming care is crucial to their overall health and well-being, as it allows a child or adolescent to focus on social transitions and can increase their confidence while navigating the healthcare system. It's medical affirmations. And last, surgical affirmation. Surgical affirmation may include procedures such as vaginoplasty, phalloplasty, facial feminization surgery, double mastectomies, and chest reduction, and breast augmentation. It is not necessary to cover the details of these surgeries in this training, but rather that your clients may wish to access surgical affirmation, and you may need to be helpful in recommending gender-affirming specialists who are qualified for these services. So as part of my research into this training, there's a link there if you want more information about surgical affirmation. You would want to go to the link there. It's Johns Hopkins Medicine Center for Transgender Health, and the medical director who's in charge of all those surgical affirmations gives a lot of information on the website, and you might want to take a look at that too, for your own edification. Okay? All right. And that's the end of this lesson. And next we're going to cover language is important.